Hey, YouTube. I wanted to stop in and do a review on a great foreign film that I saw today on Netflix. I love to watch foreign movies. So if you don't mind actually reading in subtitle, then this is one for you. Honestly, once the movie is going, it is just like you're not even reading. So, for those that do watch the foreign films and looking for a good movie that's streaming, then this video would be for you. For those that don't like to read, they don't like to read in real life newspapers, then this probably wouldn't be for you. But let's get started. The Wound. It's a film based in South Africa. And it reminds me of Brokeback Mountain. But it's the Zulu Brokeback Mountain. So, of course, we know Africa is rampant in homophobia. That is just a taboo. They will literally kill you if they find out that you're gay. Well, the movie The Wound is based on three characters. One character, he is actually gay. And what they do, they have a tribal tradition for a man to become a man. The boys are circumcised at age 13, 14. So that's hence the name The Wound. So before the boys go up in the mountain, they're literally circumcised in some dirt. Oh, how unsanitary, but I guess they're living. So obviously, our boys are usually done in the hospital. But let's just put it like this: a group of boys, maybe 13 or 14, they're set down in the dirt, and each one is circumcised. And they go up into the mountains and they have what's called a caregiver, someone who helps them to care for that wound where they've been circumcised, and they go through you have the elder men, you have the caregivers are more maybe 25, 28, 30-ish, and then you have the older men that may be in their 50s, 60s, 70s. So I guess they're up on the mountain mentoring those men. Well, the main character, Exali, Xoli, he was gay. But of course, he couldn't say he was gay, so he hid it. But basically, what he did once a year, because each year a group of boys go up to this mountain to become men. When they come off that mountain, they are men. They go up boys, come down men. Well, each year he was meeting another caregiver and they were having sex. Brokeback Mountain. However, it's so different because again, it's dealing with the African culture. So it's a very thought-provoking movie. And I don't want to give out spoilers. So I'll keep going and try to stop myself when I find myself, telling too much. But it is so good. I was shocked. It was very thought provoking. So the main character, Exali, of course, I'm butchering that. The main character, the guy that he had went into manhood with, who was also his childhood friend, would have sex with him, but it was no compassion whatsoever. But Exali loved this man, but unfortunately, he couldn't live his truth. Now, the initiate, the young gentleman that had been circumcised, they assigned Exali to him because he was soft. His dad needed him. He came from the city. So he came from the city into the village. So he lived in Johannesburg. And his dad grew up in a village, and this was a part of the tradition. So his dad was like, you're too soft. He wants to send him to the village to man up and become a man. However, in this new day and age, which is good for those boys in South Africa, girls in the African culture, that even Indian whatnot, where it's just totally unaccepted and it's taboo, and they will literally kill you for being gay. Nowadays, these people are more so living in their truth. So this young boy, he's from the city. He comes to the village and he knows who he is. He has no problem with who he is. However, Exali is just living a basic life because he is in love. He is in love with the other character who has a wife, a family, and once a year, that is what he lives for. He's clever enough to actually he could probably be more than what he is. He actually works in a mine, just mediocre life, lives alone, eats alone, and once a year he goes to mentor these young boys into becoming men, and he has a love affair. Well, a love affair on his own, because unfortunately, uh, some of the scenes I was like, oh my God, he's just using you. However, you could see this other man slowly into the movie. Great movie, great movie. You could see that he did care for him in his own way. However, he was not a faggot. That was one of the terms that they used in the movie. He was not a faggot. You know, I guess in his mind, I'm just doing something, I enjoy it, and it's only on the mountain. It's never gonna come off the mountain. But this other gentleman literally loved him. He would actually give him money. And you'll see that, you know, he would try to help him. He literally loved him. Now his initiate, oh God, INITATE, initiate, he observed it because he knew. And he told him, he was like, he's never going to love you. You need to leave. It's like you're just wasting your life in this village, and it's so much more out there. However, because of the taboo, they're not having it. So before I go and tell the whole movie, because you've got to see it. And it's a lot of stuff I left out. I'm just giving a summary because I know sometimes when I'm looking on Netflix or Amazon and I'm trying to stream a movie, I don't know if it's good or not. But however, The Wound. You definitely want to check this one out. Based in South Africa. Very thought provoking. Very thought provoking. And it just makes you think of the homophobia and a lot of cultures, not only African cultures. It's different. Could you just imagine a Zulu warrior? A Zulu warrior. So it's a Brokeback Mountain, totally different, totally different, but similar. Totally different, but similar. You won't look at it and say, this is another Brokeback Mountain. I could have just watched Brokeback Mountain. No, this one, it really, when you finish it, you kind of think about it and like, wow, wow. So go check it out. I will do more reviews because I love foreign movies. Comment, critique me, please, because sometimes maybe I told too much, maybe I told too little, maybe I talked too fast. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And again, like and subscribe.